Hey y'all, I just wanted to do a little quick read really fast. I have just been very cognizant of my own stagnicity, my stag status, I guess you could say, when it comes to my mindset on being in a relationship. Number one, I definitely never said I wasn't interested in a relationship. I am, but B number two, I'm also really focused on getting my spiritual balance and abundance on point right now. So I don't really know why people keep asking or referencing things like that because I don't know yet. I don't know. Like, I'm going to need a lot more clarity, and it's really not about anybody but me in my mind. I'm just doing what I need to do to feel like I've actualized my dreams. So, anyway, there's nothing wrong with being in a committed, loving relationship. And if that's something that you want to manifest, you should. So, no shade, no nothing, but I just thought I would address. I just opened this. This is Footsteps of Truth. Wow. So I don't know if you guys know about the Footsteps poem, but I actually had just posted up a picture of that on a mug the other day. Anyway, page 249. Woo! Yeah, it's like the night before Christmas and all through the night, you know? Let us accept science, relinquish all theories based on sense testimony. There you go. All theories based on sense testimony. So even though you can use your heart to feel love and all this welling up, one of the thoughts that I channeled a second ago was just that basically a well of emotions is kind of like Aisa Mamarra, like the ring, you know, Samantha in the ring. If you come out of your emotions from a deep well and you're not stabilized, you're not grounded, and you're not using the element of air to kind of think your way through it, as well as you got to engage all three at the same time, it really doesn't do much. So for me at this time, it doesn't do much. My senses are being used for my abilities instead of for my reproductive interests. I don't know that that's going to, it's not like I probably would never, I'm not around anybody at this time to tempt myself because I've been focused. So there's no reason to break your focus in order to go meet random strangers. Like, I understand that if a stranger comes to my door, you know, with a pregnant wife or something, I'm supposed to help them. But what I don't want to do is push myself outside of my divinity and my comfort zone. I don't think that I can be a whole and complete partner for somebody else until I have already mastered those traits on my own. So as I am downloading, upgrading my abilities, I'm sure that there will become a time, and I already know that I'll know when I see it, that I'll be able to recognize it at this point, given the evolution of what I have been able to decode thus far. So anyway, I am just working on breaking old cycles so that I never have to ride that bike again. I'm not trying to juggle any kind of coins. The Joker can keep his jugglers. Anyway, I really do like the Harley Quinn. I won't lie. Harley Quinn's tight, and so is Heath Ledger. But it just ended sadly for him, and I think that's kind of what happens when you try to fake it like you're really excited and you're really happy and you have no concerns and you don't have any questions and like blah blah blah. I think self-love is about being able to hold that sacred. So anyway, let me stop talking and read. Let the male and female of God's creating appear. Let us feel the divine energy of spirit, bringing us into newness of life and recognizing no moral nor material power as able to destroy. Let us rejoice that we are subject to the divine powers that be. Okay, Austin Powers, anyone? Austin, Texas, Powers, okay? It's just a powerful statement right there in general. So, such is the true science of being. Any other theory of life or God is delusive and mythological. I'm going to read it again. Any other theory of life or God is delusive and mythological, which just means that that's already what you are. That's the way you were born that way, okay? You can't go gaga over other people's standards, or else you're going to lose your own moral compass. So it's okay to experiment and to try things. That's what life is for. But when it comes to using your own morals, judgments, values, intuitive senses, I think that combined with the way that your heart feels in that moment, and if any other senses you'd like to engage at that time or that are being engaged by collective energies. Anyway, mind is not the author of matter, and the creator of ideas is not the creator of illusions. Either there is no omnipotence or omnipotence is the only power. God is the infinite, and infinity never begin, never will end, and includes nothing unlike God. Whence then is soulless matter. Life is like Christ, the same yesterday and today and forever. Organization and time have nothing to do with life. You say, I dreamed last night. What a mistake it is that. The I is spirit. There you go. God never slumbers, and his likeness never dreams. That's what I'm saying, is like dreaming is a constant feedback loop that is a decision that you're making constantly, is consciousness. And I think that's why it's so dangerous to only consider one perspective or hear one voice or only know or feel one emotion from a group of people, places, or things. So life is like Christ, the same yesterday and today and forever. Okay, that's 3 different time zones that you just kind of flew through there. Kind of drew a dot to dot. The organization and time have nothing to do with life. You say, I dreamed last night. What a mistake is that. The I is spirit. God never slumbers, and his likeness never dreams. Mortals are the atom dreamers. Sleep and apathy are phases of the dream that life, substance, and intelligence are material. And that's actually really important that I say that word. So let me just, sleep and apathy are phases of the dream that life, substance, and intelligence are material. The mortal night dream is sometimes nearer the fact of being than are the thoughts of mortals when awake. The night dream has less matter as its accompaniment. It throws off some material fetters. It falls short of the skies, but makes its mundane flight quite ethereal. Man is a reflection of soul. He is the direct opposite of material sensations. And there is but one ego. So people who think that, multi-billionaire, millionaire people are egotistical, or that people who are narcissistic are egotistical, you should probably read the book of Narcissus. It's a Greek mythology. Basically, he was looking into a pond of water and fell in love with his own reflection, and therefore I would come back and stare at it every day. So if that's what I am, then I'm proud of it, because it means that I've Hermes myself the message, or the iris message, that I'm worth it, that I love myself, and that I'm not willing to settle for anything less than what I am obviously divinely guided to do. I'm supposed to be a glove for his work, not for mine, and for his will. And I'm talking about my divine counterpart, as in the left part of my brain. I'm a right-handed person, so those two are the sides that coordinate with each other at this time. The more I work with the opposite side of my brain, then my divine masculine will integrate itself, and I will become a fully enlightened Nirvana-esque smells like Teen Spirit kind of rose. Okay. And it's about, when you're a teenager, you're uncomfortable, you're going through a chrysalis stage of morphing, metamorphosizing, like Kafka, out of your ethereal cocoon that nobody can really take from you. It's, no matter how you get wrapped up in the situation, everybody goes through a scenario that is not pleasant. And if you can, at least when you're outwardly relating to other people, even if you don't understand them or if they make you upset, just reserve judgment until after you have finished hearing them out, because that's the raw truth of the matter. And it's not kind to make assumptions about what you think someone else wants you to impose upon their life. That's taking their free will. And I definitely hold that as a really, I want respect in my space. And I've tried to extend that courtesy to other people. There have been times that I've definitely fallen on my face, obviously. But, there's also more times that I've gotten back up again. And I think that that's what's supposed to be the focus of this. So although I definitely love variety and diversity, you don't have to try something like crack cocaine in order to know that it's probably not good for you. So you can try it, and it probably will feel really good at the time, but instant gratification doesn't get you anywhere. My godmother just posted that up the other day as well. So anyway, I am definitely aware of the genesis and the regenesis and then the redefinition or the creation cycle of actualization, the Maslow's hierarchy of needs. So thanks, Miss Top. Love you, East Angel. Bye.